Hey guys, John with HookahJohn.com here again with another video. All right, what I've been hearing a lot about lately is like bowl packing and how impossible it is to pack a bowl these days. So much so that you need to go ask a friend. All right. Then they're getting advice like, okay, this is how you pack it, and there's different methods of how to pack it. And I say just throw it in there, yeah, loosely, just whatever, spread it out. It depends on the brand and so forth. But then people are like, okay, so what you do, I like to do is fill it up with a semi-fluff, medium dense pack, and then you use foil, right? And then you use an HMD. It's like, why? Why would you use, like, they'll pack a bowl. Here, let me try this. I'm gonna pack something. What do I have here ready for me? I'm gonna go straight Packer Mint. We'll keep it simple. Okay? And I'm gonna use foil. Foil. Remember good old foil? So I'm not against HMDs. I like HMDs for several reasons, which is, okay, yeah, they kind of manage heat, but not really. Once you put your HMD on, I mean, you can basically open or close the vent. It's really trying to move charcoal around in an HMD isn't that easy, or it's just kind of messy. And then trying to reposition the HMD on your bowl is hard. Once you take it off, it's kind of stuck to some of the tobacco. And there we go, semi-dense, flak, utter, loose, full pack, lights out type of pack. Okay, and then a little. Doesn't matter. I can add more. I can not. Whatever. Doesn't matter to me. I don't have to save up on tobacco use that much just because of the easy access and it's always there and so forth. So there's an Alpaca mint pack. I would do that with pretty much everything out there. In fact, I'm actually doing it for Tangiers lately too. I swear to God, I am doing it for Tangiers lately. I'm getting the same results. You guys have seen me over the years tell you how to properly package or pack Tangiers, and I take instructions straight from the manufacturer of Tangiers, and then people want to go ahead and do their own thing. That's fine. You're smarter than the manufacturer of Tangiers. Do whatever you want. So that's what people do, and you know what? Some of them are doing pretty well with it. So let's say I poked all these holes on it, right? How's this hole pattern, dude? Okay. So then you go. So imagine that. Check it out. Try to picture for a moment, if you will, putting this on top of that, and coals in it, and on top. Here's a question. While you're at it, why don't you get a wind cover too? And on top of it, put like a bag of dry ice, and then I don't know, frame it. What does that mean? These HMDs are made to go straight over with no foil whatsoever. Right onto it. That's what they're made for. You know, you get one that fits, great. A bowl like a Ferris fits. I was gonna mention something about an old Harmony, but I guess we'll do that later. Forget that. So what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna tell you something. People call and compare the HookahJohn Flavor Saver to an HMD. The HookahJohn Flavor Saver is not an HMD. It is not. It's a piece of metal, and it lifts your coals. You know what? I'm going to show them to you in a bit. I'm going to go back to my desk, and we'll take up from there, because I want these things to light up a little bit, and I'm not even prepared. But the HookahJohn Flavor Saver, you know what? While I'm at it, I'm going to drop that price, because it's only an $8 piece of coiled up metal, which people think is that's all it is. Well, yeah, that's all it is. That's why it's so cheap. I mean, compared to like a $30 or $40 HMD, who cares? And you know what? It doesn't do the same thing as an HMD. You're still going to get your ashes all over the place. And you know what's even funnier? I have a good thought of telling you what the difference is, but stop this now and we'll be over there in a second. All right, stop. Okay, so what we have here is the Flavor Saver. All right, turns around, Wayne's World style. Okay, what I've got here is a Flavor Saver with 4 cubettes on them. Okay, cubettes. With the Harmony, I should have gone cubes because they're bigger, or flats because they're wider. But it's still working all right. Now, back to the thing about HMDs. Okay, people say HMDs make your coals last longer. Sure, they do. Why? Because there's less oxygen. These will make your coals not last as long because what it's doing is getting airflow under the coals, right? So your coals are not going to last as long. What it's going to do is not give you any of that charcoal taste that you might have when you are putting your coals directly onto foil. Duh, right? So that's all that's doing. So you don't taste any charcoal at all when you're using the flavor saver, especially when you're using good quality ones like titanium. All right. People say, okay, but my coals black out in a Lotus, hence the coals suck. And I'm like, dude, they black out in the Lotus because you are putting them on a flat surface with no airflow under them, and there's very minimal airflow around it because it's all enclosed. That's what happens. Let me give you a little science project. If I need Jedediah, you know how you schooled me on math the other day because I couldn't add a third and 2/3? I kept trying to add another third and it wasn't working for me. What we're going to do is, this is chemistry, and I'm way worse at chemistry than I am at, and this isn't even chemistry, by the way, is it? No, it's not. So that's how bad I am. Here's just the common rules of heat and fire. If you choke something that's on fire or deprive it of oxygen, it's going to turn out, okay? It just does it a little bit more slowly when you're trying to do it, put your coals in an HMD. So HMDs are good for one thing. No HMDs are just as good. You get your pros and cons. HMDs, coals last longer. Maybe less flavor of charcoal. I don't know. I don't use them enough. I don't need to. Flavor saver works. Coals will last less time, but you're going to get very little, if any, flavor from the coals. So your tobacco is tasting a lot purer and more in touch with the flavor. Putting a Provost on foil is retarded. Okay, please don't do that. That is retarded. Okay, so that's it. And in the meantime, don't compare these to HMDs. HMDs are actually manufactured, they're engineered, they're put together, they're machined, and all that, and they come in cool little packages. This is not an HMD. This is just like a gap, a spacer, if you will. And you know what? These were selling for the last 2 years for $8 a pop, and they're cool and everything. But you know what? We've got so much in inventory because I invested a ton in these because these are a great product, and they're pretty cheap. So I'm gonna bring the price down to I don't know, $4.99, $5. What can you do? How can you go wrong? $5. So we'll do that, maybe even more. And there's discount codes out there, so be sure to join us on HookahJohn's Circle of Friends. That's on Facebook, and buy all your hookah gear at HookahJohn.com. And that's it. I'm gonna continue enjoying this hookah. By the way, this hookah, if you're interested, it's the HookahJohn Syrian Inspiration Hookah, where people who like to talk shit say the purge sucks on it. Let's check out this purge. Hold up. That's right, it's stuck. Oh my god, this guy was right. You ever get a ball bearing stuck? I haven't tried this for a while. Who the hell prepared this friggin' hookah? Didn't even check my purge ball. Now I look like a jackass in here. There we go. All right. So we'll get some smoke in there. Probably one of the better purges on the market. That's another topic for discussion. You ever have your purge ball get stuck? Sometimes you can do what I did and just yell and scream or just tap the purge valve with something to loosen it up. Another good example are use those plastic BBs. We sell those too. Let's see how bad this purge is. It just comes right out. So that's it. Now, let's see if I'm going to taste any different. Wasn't I supposed to end this video? Wasn't I supposed to shut the hell up already? Okay, so we can go, especially with cubettes, you don't even need a flavor saver. It doesn't even do much. We'll do that. Let's see the smoke difference. What we're doing here is burning the tobacco because I can definitely taste the charcoal now, just a little bit. It's not a charcoal taste. It's more of that extra heat. So that heat gives you more clouds without scorching. It could, if these were cubes, I'd say you'd be scorching it with 4 cubes. And then the worst purge on the market. It's actually the best purge on the market because 99% of people do not even get what I'm referring to because they don't get it. Insignificance. All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.